Hi, this is Gary with MacMost Now. On today's episode, let's take a closer look at the camera inside the new iPhone 3GS. So the camera in the iPhone 3GS is one of its greatest improvements. It's a true 3 megapixel camera. That means it's 2048 by 1536. That's a big improvement over the less than 2 megapixel camera that was in the iPhone 3G and the first iPhone. In addition to that, it also features some special focusing options where you can click on something on the screen and it will focus on that. Not only will it focus on it, but it will set its exposure for that object. So if you want to focus and have the exposure on an object that's kind of off to the side instead of the one that's exactly in the center, you can do it. Now here's a comparison between the iPhone 3GS and the 3G. The one on the left with more vibrant colors is the 3GS, and you can see that the colors definitely are more vibrant, and that actually looks like what I was seeing when I took the photo. Whereas the iPhone 3G, it's definitely a duller picture. It may have to do with the fact, of course, that the camera is more than a year old as compared to the brand new camera on the iPhone 3GS. But I rather think that it is just a generally better camera on the 3G. Now, of course, I've scaled these images to be the same size, but I'm getting a lot more detail in the iPhone 3GS than I am the iPhone 3G because I'm getting more pixels. Here's another photo where we can compare how well the cameras do with details. Of course, with more megapixels, the iPhone 3GS is going to be able to show us a much clearer image of detailed items like that, and compare that to the iPhone 3G, and we can see it's definitely better on the 3GS. I also did some tests of things that were further away, and you can definitely see more detail in things that were very distant with the 3GS over the 3G. I continue to be very impressed with how well the iPhone, both the 3G and the 3GS, work with close-up objects. I was able to get excellent pictures of these flowers in the nearby park by just bringing the camera right up to them and taking a photo. So when digital cameras first came out, a rule of thumb was you needed at least 2 megapixels to get decent 4:6 prints. 3 megapixels was a lot better. And in fact, my first digital camera was 3 megapixels. So having this good of a camera inside the iPhone 3GS means you can take real pictures you can add to your photo album, not just pictures you upload to the web or share with friends. Now another thing to look at is video. Now 3G didn't do video, but the 3GS does. And it does video at 640, 480, which is standard definition, and it does it 30 frames per second. It records the audio at 80 kilobits a second. Now I really can't compare that to anything except perhaps a different type of camera, like the flip camera that the iPhone 3GS really does replace. So here's the 3GS, and then here's some similar video with the flip camera. Now I am comparing it versus the standard definition flip camera, just to be fair, and definitely the 3GS will act as a complete replacement for these little handy cameras. Another great thing about 3GS, something that the flip cams cannot match, is the new earbuds with the microphone on them. So these earbuds include this little microphone that also has the volume control on them. And the great thing is that when you plug this in and you record video, it records the audio from this microphone. So you can basically use this as a remote microphone, keeping it close to your mouth while you record something. And you can also buy third-party microphones that will plug into an iPhone 3G and 3GS already and give you this functionality. That's a big boost for anybody trying to do semi-serious video production using a simple camera like the iPhone 3GS. So generally, like a lot of people, I have 2 digital cameras, one really high-end one that's a little bulky to carry around, and a very compact one. Well, the 3GS has a good enough camera that now can replace that very compact one. It doesn't have zoom functions, a lot of the extras that these little compact cameras have, but it's good enough, and I know it's always going to be with me. So now I can go to just one high-quality camera and use my iPhone 3GS for everything else. At the same time, I can also replace my little devices like the flip cam with the iPhone 3GS since it records pretty decent video. Another useful thing about the iPhone 3GS is, of course, you can edit video a little bit. You can basically trim the beginning and end of video off. So you don't have to be afraid to start video early and end it late, and then go in right in the iPhone and be able to trim off the beginning and the end. It'll cut that video out so you have more room on your drive, and also that you'll be able to have just the video that you want when you download it into iPhoto. And also, let's not forget that you can upload your video directly from your iPhone to both YouTube and MobileMe. So you can skip the computer completely to get short video clips up online. So that's a quick look at the camera inside the iPhone 3GS. It's definitely going to mean I'm going to be taking a lot more pictures and a lot more video while on the go. Until next time, this is Gary Rosenzweig with MacMost Now.